come sit down, because this is going to be a personal and interesting lecture in terms of the strong Black woman myth. So I want to start off by saying the discourse that I'm seeing online surrounding Adriana Smith and the entrance of her baby into the world really makes me sick to my stomach, because this is often what happens. There are a lot of people that don't have the agency in real life, nor do they feel confident, brave enough, insert whatever, to talk about these conversations with the people in their circle. And I find that a lot of times they get online and have the discourse, but I really need you to understand the devil does not need an advocate. So when I see people coming online, getting in the comments of other Black women, by the way, and you're trying to tone police and or police how they talk about the entrance of a child into the world, it really bothers me. And it goes to show how policed Black bodies are. And again, I have given resource after resource talking about a lot of these things. And before you start tap dancing in my comments, go look at the resources. No, I will not be putting them in this post. No, I will not be just directing anyone or anything or any part. I'm not doing that. This lecture is not meant to make you feel comfortable, because I don't care about your comfort today. I don't. And here's why. So I was also, in addition to this, there is a young man who is, I want to say he is addressing the Attorney General and talking about, his mom being on Social Security, his grandmother being 98 years old, his brother being a Marine, and needing and how they should be afforded veterans benefits. But we're looking at this bill and how it's going to impact him and his family. And I see the people cheering and being proud and being like, oh my gosh, what a brave young man. But where are the white children speaking up for this? Now I know. Again, I don't want to hear no whataboutisms. I don't want to hear nothing. Sit down, hush, and listen. This is what cultural humility looks like. I am challenging your discomfort or your comfort today. I'm challenging it. Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the adultification of Black children, specifically Black girls, is very, very real. We do not get to frolic and be a child and look at cartoons all day or play video games or crawl on chairs or be rambunctious and wild in the public, because we are looked at as savages and unkempt. And I can scroll on this app or any social media app multiple times and I can see the exact opposite occur, and no one bats an eye. We're so cute. Why is that? If I come online or any Black woman comes online and they cry or they get upset or they get angry, they're immediately labeled. Why is that? I am not allowed to be soft. I am not allowed to be angry. I am not allowed to be frustrated in a system that was never set up for me. I don't have imposter syndrome. I have to contend with a system that tries to punch me down every single day. I don't need another ally. I don't need another person to speak for me or think that they understand the struggle because you read a book. I don't. What I need from you is to be able to have those conversations about white supremacy and systemic racism and injustice with your friends. Not I talk about it every day. My apartment almost caught on fire, and I had this intense fear when the fire department came. Why do I feel like that? I don't even, if the police come, if an event happens, I give the information to somebody else, but I will not be having those direct conversations. So, let's go to a book, shall we? So I'm going to read from this book, The Strong Black Woman by Marita Golden. I attended one of her lecture series, and this really goes along with a lot of the things that I have mentioned in this particular video. And it reads, in a society and world where Black appearance, style, beauty has been mocked, demonized, and questioned, we could always rely on the trump card of skin that the world paradoxically envies for its ability to resist longer than other races the damaging effects of the sun. But we are so much more than our skin. The assertion that Black don't crack becomes, for Black women, the belief that not just for our skin, but our minds and bodies don't crack. They don't crack and shouldn't and won't, but Black women are not just cracking, we are broken. The 3 leading causes of death for African American women are heart attack, cancer, and stroke. Too many of us, of all ages and classes, are overweight, obese, have high blood pressure, are stressed out, diabetic, don't get annual checkups, and lack ways to positively crack and then rebuild ourselves. It also goes on to say, I have been running a marathon, the destination always from the past, preferably at warp speed. Don't look back, because there was nothing there I could use. Don't look back, because I would only see betrayal and loss. Don't look back, because I had to keep my eye on the prize I was running towards, but I was running in place. Refusing to touch the skin of feeling still raw and wounded. Running in place, hypnotized by the illusion that movement in and of itself was progress. I have one more for you. This one... Black women often fail to seek mental health care. Only 1/3 of Black Americans who need mental health care receive it. We just had Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, by the way. The culturally accepted and promoted belief that Black women don't need help makes asking for help an act that can marginalize us in our families and even our friendship circles. We are true believers that our resilience and toughness, our survivor skills, equip us with all we need to get through a crisis alone. Now, I need you to sit with that, because again, discourse after discourse of what it means to be an ally, what it means to be this, and white supremacy, and you need to do this, and I'm choosing the bear every time, and blah, 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 blah. Spare me. From what I just read to you, Black women specifically are going through so many things on a regular basis, but yet when we need it the most, there is often nowhere we can turn to be consoled, to be held, to be listened to be believed. So we don't need more allies. We need people in this world to self-reflect and practice cultural humility. We need people to become more self-aware. We need more people to stop when injustices are happening, when people are calling us out, when people are trying to say that we're too sexual, given we can do nothing to change the bodies that we were given or the way the hair grows out of our heads. We're often mocked for our facial features and body features, but look at what we see day in and day out. So I need you to sit and journal and reflect on this video and think about it.